In this video, I'm going to attempt to fix my 2001 Jeep Wrangler passenger airbag disconnect switch. These are the tools I'll need to replace the bulb. I'll need a flathead screwdriver, preferably a thin one, a pair of pliers to remove the old bulb and for the new one, the no-clean solder wick to remove the solder from the circuit board, as well as the rosin core solder for the new bulb, and a $10 soldering iron that I purchased on Amazon. I'll also be wearing safety goggles for eye protection. The last piece I'll need is this new bulb, and it's slightly smaller than the bulb in the disconnect switch, but I believe it should work based on what I've read on different TJ forums. To get to the control board, I'm going to need to take the plastic pieces apart on this little device. And through trial and error, the best way I found, at least for me, was to utilize this side here with the little two parts sticking out, getting a screwdriver, kind of pushing in and kind of pushing this piece out. And just be careful, there is a little spring, so I'll try to show you the best I can. And there we go. And now we have access to our control board, which does come off pretty easily from this little plastic piece. So this little light is what I believe went out, so this is what we are going to be replacing. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut these little wires that's connecting the bulb to the circuit board. Then I will try to remove this solder and go ahead and get the new bulb soldered in. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of move this bulb up a little bit, use some pliers, and go ahead and get this bulb removed. So there we go. Easy. Now the difficult part of soldering the new bulb in for someone who's never soldered before. The first thing I'm going to attempt is to desolder the two little connections where the bulb was connected to the circuit board. I do have this clean wick, or sorry, no clean solder wick, which I'll utilize with the soldering iron, and hopefully if it works correctly, it will remove that solder on the board so I can go ahead and get the new bulb soldered in here momentarily. So here we go. So I did cut the no clean solder wick to try to make this a little easier. Obviously not the best soldering job or desoldering job, but for my first time, at least it looks like the job is done where I will be able to go ahead and get the new bulb ready to go. Alright, off camera I have the new bulb installed. So let's see if we can get this soldered on. Here we go. All right, I think it is ready to go. I will clip these little pieces off here, then we'll try it out in the Jeep and see if it works. this was the light I was getting due to the faulty passenger airbag switch. So let's go ahead and plug the one I just soldered in with the new bulb and see if it resolves that problem. All right, I've got the passenger airbag switch reconnected with the new bulb I just soldered into the board. Now I don't have everything put back together since I am going to be putting in the passenger airbag switch that I've recently purchased and just use this one as a backup. So let's crank the Jeep up and see if that light goes away. All right. And there we go. So it looks like the soldering worked correctly and the passenger airbag light, or excuse me, the airbag light is no longer on in the Jeep, indicating we have a fully functioning airbag system. Thank you for watching. If you did like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will continue posting videos on my Jeep and other things that